Yes, please, come on in, take a seat, make yourself comfortable. You must be my 4 a.m., yes? Yes. Sorry for the awkward hours. This clinic operates primarily under the cover of darkness for matters of discretion and also matters of general health for some of our more photosensitive clients. Thank you for making the effort. I'm afraid it is the nature of the beast, and I mean that more literally than you can possibly imagine. But anyway, onto your complaint. I believe that you've been struggling with feelings of helplessness, feelings that things aren't quite right, that it's more than a run of bad luck, that some malevolent force is deliberately inveigling itself into your life and disrupting it in ways that are, well, unpleasant. Is this correct? Yes. I see. Well, just looking at you, I think you might be on to something there. Tell me, have you been out adventuring recently? Say, off the beaten track, the Highlands maybe, or some exotic location in other countries? Okay, maybe just off-road, maybe unfamiliar places, liminal places. Yeah, by that I mean, well, the sides of lakes, or where the city meets the countryside, where the countryside meets the other side. All right. And what was the occasion? So you were by yourself, I take it. I see. All right. Well, I want to conduct a series of a few teeny tiny tests just around your basic physiognomy to begin with, and I'll let you know my conclusions later. What I want to do now is take what is called a little dramatoscope. It's just this little light here, and I really want to just come in and see your ears, if I might. Your ears, yes. Yes, please don't mind me. Just don't mind me. I just want to take this one over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the light around and just shine it through just your earlobe. Just shine it through your earlobe. Just shine it through your earlobe. I see. Okay, I'm just seeing how the light diffuses on the forward side. Just coming around here ever so gently, just going to pull ever so gently just on your lobe. Yeah. Right. Just gently pulling. Don't mind me. Okay. And this one if I might, just the same thing. Reach in, just kind of gently pull the lobe, and I'm just going to see how the light diffuses through the skin. I see. Okay. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to make some soft noises next to your ears. And I want you to repeat what I say to you, okay? Just here first. A lizard in crimson. This one. Aluminium white. I'm just gonna get a nice volley going on, okay? So just Stark Vienna. Good. Othello. Blue. Tight. Blood. Crap. Green. Okay, how are we holding up here? You're hearing me okay? You seem to be repeating everything all right. I'm just going to feel your ears now, see if there's any damage to your physical structures here. No. Okay. Okay. Gently, gently. And moving around, just onto your scalp. Have you been having any trouble with your scalp? Well, have you been experiencing any itching at all? Any psoriasis? Any hair loss? Any headaches, say, localized, yes, at the top of the scalp? I don't mean tension headaches, I mean a dull ache. No, certainly not feeling anything around here. Lymph nodes coming down, auricular, post-auricular, your clavicle, and no. Cervical chain, nothing raised. Alright, so it's not in... Okay, now, I have a good idea of what we're dealing with here. Now, you are not experiencing a physical condition, as it were. It is more of a spiritual one. Or we don't like to use the term supernatural here because nothing is actually supernatural. Nothing is outside of nature, but you are afflicted with something that is less commonly seen. That is to say, you've got gremlins. You are rather infected all over with gremlins. In fact, I'd go so far to say, judging by what I've seen here, you are infected with 2 species of gremlin. Yes, I'm just going to call up your file here. Okay, yes, so the primary species of gremlin that we're dealing with here seems to be what's called well, they're more diffuse entities, are worry cows, or worry cows, as they say in the old country. Think of these as like little tiny, semi-transparent, tardigrade-like organisms. These are very, very, very small. You can barely call them gremlins at all. They latch themselves into your earlobes here. I don't know if you are a horticulturalist. Have you ever seen a plant infected with thrips? No? They're little insects that get into the leaf and they suck out the nutrients from the inside. What these little buggers do is get into your earlobes and they suck out your wisdom. Your wisdom, yes, I know. The earlobes, of course, ever associated with wisdom, and you can see them when you shine. I know you can't see, but when you shine a light through the very thin skin of the lobe, little dark spots. Very telling of this kind of infection. They are draining your intrinsic wisdom. That's driving you to poor decision-making, self-sabotage, and all manner of wayward action that you would otherwise not have taken. In this way, well, they're not really manipulating causality, they're just manipulating you, which is unfortunate, but it can be easily dealt with. The more pressing issue is the bleeding skull cap, which is perched directly on your cranium. It's one of a number of gremlins involved in the infection. It's the one that stays with you on a permanent basis. The others, they're all around you, just waiting on this particular one, which we call a sentinel, sentinel to make a screaming sound whenever you're about to make a decision, or whenever you've been handed something important, or when you've got some really important things to do. This little thing screams out and gets its buddies to come along and harass you. That's where the name, funnily enough, for these worry coos comes from. Worry in the traditional sense, meaning to harass, irritate. When you worry something, you degrade it down by constant friction. That's how these gremlins work. They feed off of your irritation with yourself, with these feelings of hopelessness that you are subject to a destiny other than your own fate afflicting you. But don't worry. We'll get you reacquainted with your own fate, a master of your own fate once again. I'm going to deal with the worry gals first, and then we're going to deal with the bleeding skull cap. Tell me, I want to judge how bad this is, so I'm just going to lightly tap over your face, specifically here just at the third eye. Tell me, can you feel this? Okay, well, look. I have here, let's see, pencil. This is going to be sharp, okay? And this is going to be soft. I want you to tell me, I just want to judge your sensation, okay? Close your eyes, yes, close your eyes. Thank you, you know how this goes. Sharp, good. Dull, good. Good. Yeah. Well, right about that, you see, the way the bleeding skull cap positions itself, it does not face forward. You're forward. It is rotated exactly 180 degrees from where you are facing, so it is facing to your rear, so it can call its buddies up from the back. As such, its tail, which is long and fairly narrow, hangs down and terminates exactly here at your third eye. Normally, the entire body of the thing is invisible. When the infection progresses, a small little shadow, just where the tail latches onto the skin, becomes quite apparent even to those who don't have the sight. And that has happened right here. It gives you the look that you're always kind of scowling. It's a very dark look. It probably reflects your mood. It's a bit of a self-fulfilling little prophecy there, but yes, a dull, grayish, bluish, blackish mark just there on your brow where the tail connects. Anyway, like I say, right, let's get to work. So, what I have here is a little dish pre-prepared of salt and rosemary. Okay, salt and rosemary. Very purifying agents. I have some distilled moon water here, and I have a little scallop shell. All I'm going to do is take this in. I've got to keep things very pure here, okay? Take this in, cleanse it out. Scallop shell representing the moon, of course, and seeing as this is moon water, it's going to double the effect, hopefully. We're going to take that water, we're going to add it to the dish. Add it to the dish. Add it to the dish. Mix that around into a nice little paste. Nice little paste. Almost. Gonna take this little swab, mix it around, get us nice and loaded up. There we go. Now, may I see your ears, please? All we're going to do is lightly apply this little paste here and there, here and there, here and there. We're going to flush out these things. Don't worry. Don't worry. Even the slightest bit of this purifying agent will get this little booger's flushed out. I don't believe the infection has progressed that much. Just tapping that down. Oh, that's a clean one. A little bit there, just a little bit there. Working that in. Yeah, you can see them already just trying to squirm away. Now, it would take a little bit of time for your intrinsic wisdom to return. It has been sapped out quite a bit. Your lobes are very thin on the ground here. But once it does, and we're talking a week tops, you should find that your judgment really comes back. Yeah, your better judgment. That's all that's really taken from you. In more aggressive infections, it can get a little bit worse. You can find yourself confusing memories. I've even seen patients with altered personalities, split personalities. Not to worry about that here. And while I do this, I want to call up a little bit of something else. Just a general little invocation against fairies. We accept their protection. We repudiate their evil tricks. May their back be to us, their face from us, through merit of the passion and death of our Savior. We accept their protection. We repudiate their evil tricks. May their back be to us, their face from us, through merit of the passion and death of the Savior. We accept their protection. We repudiate their evil tricks. May their back be to us, their face from us, through merit of the passion and death of our Savior. There we go. Sit with that a little minute. I want to get really started now. Now, if you just sit, square with me. I've got to get the big guns out for this one. Steel, always the enemy of gremlins and fairies. And I have here, you can see, just a few little elderberries. Elderberries. Always beloved of the fairies, but what is beloved can also act as a repellent. So we have a few of these, okay? They're going to go just in the mix here. Position this out of the way. We're just going to snip these in, alright? Snip these in to the mix. There we are. A little bit more water. Good. Now, again, looking straight at me. Hope to have I charged this thing up. I don't know. I can never tell with this thing. Okay, I've got a little wand here, okay? Our elderberry and rosemary and pure salt and moon water mix. Just going to dip this in, dip this in, dip this in, dip this in. Good. Now look at me. I want to see your forehead, okay? I want to see your forehead. Just gonna touch you lightly here. It's only a little rose quartz crystal, don't worry. And I want to direct my intention at that spot because we want to get this varmint straight by the tail, okay? It's not gonna hurt. Samuilina gogomirse, adielatumue tanemirte, agkulin sanagaya uain, azox feisty vice I slag noxiala. Cavamuilina gogomirse, adielatumue Dani mirte akulina negara uin azos vesins pas aslan. Are we holding up? I know I can feel it. It's a little bit of an odd tingling sensation. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's just the tail coming unlatched. Just gonna pull in the directions as well, I think. Tell you what, I'm just gonna pull in the directions as well. Got a little bit of fire started here. Because when this thing comes unlatched, it does need to be bound as well, okay? So, by the pure aqua dawn, soaring clear, pure air, we call upon the powers of the east. By the stag and the heat of the wild chase, we call upon the powers of the south. By the salmon floating in the clear pools of wisdom, we call upon the powers of the west. And by the great bear under the starry heavens, we call upon the powers of the north. Little circle going on, just a little circle to contain containing circle cast. This nice and heated up, elderberry and mixing, and one more time. Comerse hastial temua tani mirte colin sinax hawen aswakt fesi bas arslag nothiara. And there we go. There we go. Very gently, very gently, very gently, very gently. Set that down. Good. The benefit of doing this in the early morning is also sleeping, so we can just gently peel away that tail there and just going to contain your energy at the same time. Wonderful. 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 Alright, well, it's getting a little bit agitated now, so I'm just going to come in. I've got this little sprig of ash, okay? You might ask, why is he not using Rowan if he wants to repel fairies, gremlins, whatever? The Rowan is very apotropaic, yes, for repelling, but it does this in a very passive way. The ash, meanwhile, is far more powerful, far more active in ridding what is right in front of us. The Rowan is like a warning sign, do not come here. This is like nature's own little whip, 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 whip. And all we're going to do is come in, we're just going to whip this thing away, we're just going to sweep it away. We're just going to gently sweep it away. That's why the ash tree was sacred to Poseidon, because Poseidon was once a horse god before his worshippers took to the sea. And the whip was sacred to him, as was the ash. Just hastening that along, just hastening that along. Get out of here. It's gently coming across. It might feel like a little massage, just gentle brushing across your scalp, but it's really efficacious, really efficacious. Just cleansing away all the demons. All those worry cows in your ears, the bleeding skull cap on your scalp. All these things, just clearing them away. Excellent. Excellent. Now let's see you, okay? Earlobes Oops. Where are we? Should tidy up in here. Good. Skull cap gone. Thoroughly gone. It's moved on now. We sent it packing, don't worry. You're nice and clear, it didn't even leave a mark. Great. Well, that's you clear. Now, it can be a little bit of an adjustment, so I want you to sit in the waiting room for about half an hour or so, okay? Is anybody coming to pick you up? Okay, well, we can call you maybe an Uber or something. I see you've been avoiding car travel, yes, well, natural when you're infected with gremlins. In any case, we'll get you a nice spot in the waiting room again so you can recover your senses. It can be a little bit of shock as you recover, as I say, all your original faculties, but nevertheless, I think this has been a very productive session, and I hope not to see you again at this early, ungodly hour. So, yes, you can sort out payment at the desk. Thank you for your custom, and bye-bye.